Hello there. So we have all the dovetails cut, and we have the box pre-assembled, the carcass of the box. I am I have cawls on either side here, and I have clamps on here. I did a dry fit to see how everything went. This helps me because I've got cawls on either side to press into the wood. They are located past the dovetail joint so that they don't get glue on them and get glued to the box. Okay? But what they're meant to do is spread the force of the clamps evenly along the edges of the box to close up any kind of gaps I might have in my joinery that are not closing up because this is wood and it's been several days since I've done this kind of work, and since I flattened them and squared them and thicknessed them, and since I've been working with them, it's been a few days, and wood tends to move over time. So I wanted to make certain that I could close up any kind of gaps there might be because the pieces might not be as flat as they used to be, that kind of thing. So now that I know that I can get all the gaps closed and I don't have to do anything like put an extra clamp here or there to make sure everything closes up, that kind of thing, then I can take this apart now and I can glue it up. So I have a piece of scrap that's got it's sort of wedge shaped. Hopefully that will help me to spread glue. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take these clamps and these cawls away and disassemble the box. Okay, and what I'm going to attempt to do is take it apart a piece at a time and glue this corner and that corner and then this corner and that corner, it looks like to me. So because understand the dovetails are pulling against this direction, so I can't pull this panel out this way. I've got to pull this panel out that way. The dovetail will resist this motion. And I'm going to be very cautious about how I do this because the dovetails are small and the pin board the pins are small. So I don't want to damage them, break them. That's not the goal. And I'm just going to put glue on these surfaces. You don't need glue on the end grain. There's a theory that the end grain might absorb some of the glue and then the glue might stick better if you put more on it, that kind of deal. The long grain surfaces are what makes this joint work, and the long grain surfaces are the surfaces that I want glue on. Pay attention to the numbers you've marked on your box so that you get these oriented correctly to put them back on. All I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue on each of these surfaces. I'm just going to put a blob of glue. It's probably too much, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to take this glue spreader that I have, and I'm going to put glue on. And I need to put more glue on there actually. So you got a bit of open time here, but you do want to move fairly fast. And the next time, when I do this next time over there, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the spreader. We live and we learn. You really don't want to get glue on that because I'm not trying to glue that to the box. All right, those are good. Move over here. All right, so there's glue on that. What we're going to do now, put these dovetails on here. We're going to try to tap them in. And I'm going to assemble the box using the rubber part of my mount. Then I'm going to turn this around so you can see. I'm going to do the other side because I want to get all this glue on here and I want to get it assembled and ready as quick as I can. Like I said, there is some open time on this glue. We're not working with a liquid or a hide glue that doesn't have a bunch of open. I got like 20 minutes probably of open time with this glue, but it doesn't matter. I want to go as quickly as I can. Because I've got to make sure this box is square. Once I put it together, I'll show you how to do that as well. Alright, I'm going to take my tape and I'm going to put one in the corner here, and that's 21 and 2/16. I already know that's off, and 21, so I know that this is longer. I'm going to tap that corner and try to make it okay. That's not working, so I'm gonna tap that corner. There, 21 and 1/16, 21 and 1/16. That is square. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these clamps on here. We're going to put the cawls on. We're going to check, make sure there's no glue on them. We're going to get them fairly close, but we don't want them anywhere they can actually get glue on them and end up coming loose or gluing themselves to the wood. Let's see how y'all. All right, hang on a minute. This is the deal. This is why you have to be careful what you're doing. It's why I wanted to not extend my clamp out too much, but it still ended up doing that, having to do that. It is what it is, but we're going to attempt not to do that again. Let's see how fiddly it can be. See? That's funny. Alright. So, that's alright though. We'll just keep persevering till we get this. I'm going to start down here at the bottom this time. The heck with it. That might be a little easier. We're going to position that. We're going to tighten this thing up. And just have patience, because Murphy and all of his friends, right now, they have their time. If you don't know who Murphy is, look him up. Just be patient, don't get upset. Alright, that is working. It wants to there we go. See how now once we've got that settled, where they're not going to move, then we can clamp her on up without any issues. And I'm going to just spare no issue. I'm going to crank it on down because I can. Just have patience. It will work out. I have a, there it is. And the cause that keep the clamps when I tighten the living snot out of them from damaging the wood. Don't worry about glue squeeze out unless it's massive. It's not going to be anything a hand plane or a card scraper can't deal with. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the square of this box again. That's beautiful. It's absolutely square as square can be. And so I will let this cure. I could clamp across like this, but the way this box is and the way the dovetails fit, they pull in tight just fine. There's no gaps nor anything of the sort, so I really don't need to do that. But if there were gaps, particularly along the edges of the top, the sides and the front here, where they join, I would pull them tight. But I don't need to, because there aren't any. So what I'll do is we will let this cure. And I'm going to let it cure for quite a while. I'm going to pick this up and make sure there's no glue up under here. That might glue it to my bench, because that's the last thing I need. And I'm going to let that cure. I will most likely let this cure overnight before I do anything else to it. So I have to start looking at the bottom of this box, what I'm going to do that way. I already pretty much know. And then I got to start looking at how I'm going to attach a top to it. That's the glue up in all of its glory. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.